But now I'm
Okay.
comfortable with it.
Yeah, that's great. That is important, of course. I mean, at a very beginner level, we need to start from the scratch, right?
Hmm.
So, but it's a good thing. I feel like you have great skills already. And now I do see that confidence. That's really great. Things that can be done. Definitely, communication plays a big role. There are certain jobs that are primarily around communication, and there are jobs around other skills that you have as well, where communication can help, right? So that is
I
for the
think
first
now.
thing you'll have to decide for yourself. With you, I'm Shriya and I'm from Chhattisgarh and I've completed my graduation in the field of media from Mumbai last year. And I've been working as a freelance creative writer and a teacher here as well. And I'm very excited to help you in your journey with the platform. That's a little about me. And confidence does come down to how comfortable you are with a certain language, right? So the
Hmm.
ultimate aim should be to become extremely comfortable with the English language.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
when you
Got.
truly become fluent and confident, right? But the real question is how can we become comfortable with English language, right?
Yeah.
So for
Right.
that, we need to surround ourselves with its environment. That is a must, right? So we need to speak more of it, listen to more of it, read in it if possible, write in it if possible, right? So we need to make subtle changes in our day-to-day habits and in our daily environment. We need to include more and more of English as much as possible, right? That is
Right.
when you truly become comfortable with the language, right? So
Hmm.
you can listen to podcasts or anything that you enjoy. It doesn't have to feel like work. You don't have to listen to grammar advices or only advices on how to become a good speaker. No, you can listen to anything that you enjoy. It can be about law, it can be about philosophy, it can be just some comedian, it can be anything. But if it's in English and you try to sit and analyze the language, what you're listening, that in itself is going to make you very comfortable with the language and it's going to
Hmm.
help you, right?
Yeah, I do. I do a lot, but you know, this is not my native language, so it will take time to reach there,
Definitely.
and yeah, it will, because I'm not a
Mhm.
native speaker, and just I'm learning, this it is my,
Yeah.
you can say, first step, I have taken. So definitely,
Yeah.
I would reach there, and just that's why I'm here. I enrolled 1 week ago. You
Yeah.
can say
That's
here
great.
on this platform. So I
Hmm.
heard, I took earlier. You can say 1.5 year ago, more than 15 hours like this session. So that was not good
Hmm.
for me. I didn't enjoy that session because I was totally beginner. And that time tutor they were very nice, but they suggested a lot. They recommended me a lot, but without knowing things, if you don't know how to speak Hindi language, so if I know how to speak language and I'm suggesting you should do like this, like that, you are not you're not gonna do anything because you're not getting my point. Whatever I'm trying to make you understand. But that happened,
Hmm.
that time happened to me. They were trying to make me
Right.
understand, but you just I was just going flow and flow. So that's why
Hmm.
it was not good for me, but they were nice to me.
All right. What are some of your hobbies? Well, what are the things that you enjoy doing when you have any free time?
The current time, just my past.
Just what?
Just my past. I used to play cricket a lot. I was habitually,
Okay.
you can say, I was addicted to play cricket, and
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch a lot movies, South movie. I like, their things, whatever they make,
Mm-hmm.
and now I don't play cricket because I'm not gonna become cricketer because I want to become a legal advisor or you can say tutor, any type of things I will become, but I don't.
Yeah.
So I don't have as well time. You must have time. If you
Mm-hmm.
have time to do something, to learn something, so definitely you should enjoy your life. And if you don't have time, so
Yeah.
what will you do? Lack of time. So that's why
Right.
I'm here. Otherwise I I have capability to learn English. Just lack
Right.
of time. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's important. Though, although, like I said, the more you speak, the more you listen, the easier it'll get. So it's a good thing you're here to practice. Here you'll get a chance to speak, and also you'll get a chance to listen to people, right? New different kind of people. Holding a
Hmm.
conversation, like knowing a language is one thing, but being a good
Yeah.
speaker is a different
Yeah.
skill altogether,
Yeah. Sorry
right?
for that. Sometimes
So,
I laugh a lot.
mhm. Yeah, see, you know, there are some people that they might start speaking and then they start telling you a story and they start with A and they directly jump to E and then they
Yeah.
go to G and then they come back to the point B, right? So it's very
Hmm.
difficult to understand. It's very difficult to build a good, audience around you if you're like that. So that's why speaking skills and being a good speaker, that is a different skill altogether, right? Knowing a language is one thing. It's very important. It's the base, though, of being a good speaker. There is a lot more to that, right? So
Hmm. Yeah.
there are many ways we can get better at it. So it's a good thing that you're here to practice. All right.
Yeah.
Did you get a
Sorry for
chance
that
to,
earlier.
sorry,
I no, just I said that sorry for that earlier. What I said, I don't know. I
for what?
interrupted you. Maybe you can say.
No, I don't think you interrupted me. It's okay. Well, did you get a chance to go through the session note for today? Did you get a session note?
It's just I take a glance there. Maybe you can say 2 or 3 minutes. That's it. It was
Mhm.
related to small talk, like a small talk. If I'm right, small talk. And
Small talk. Yes, correct.
how can you start your how can you start talking with any stranger, like if you don't have any
Right.
skill, and even though you are introvert person, so it's not gonna
Mhm.
happen, and maybe you can say you are an extrovert person, and you don't have capability to talk with anyone in English language, like you have
Mhm.
a fear of people, oh my god, how can I approach him or her, if you don't know. And if you know,
Mhm.
even though you are an introvert person, so definitely I think there is a lot of things to, to do, and I'm also
Mhm.
introvert person, I never ever talked with any girls, like
Mhm.
any stranger. I never done
Mhm.
this.
Mhm. Right. So small talk, it's a good topic. Like speaking, small talking is also a skill, right? And sometimes we need to do it, right? In a professional setting, even in a personal life, we might need somebody's help or something like that, or we might just want to hold conversations with people, right? So small talk is basically you starting the conversation, right? It is basically when you don't know the person too well, so you're not gonna have some deep conversations, but it's a very superficial level of conversation. That is small talk, right? Like in offices, there are colleagues. You're not friends with everybody, right? So you will just say, "Hey, good evening. How are you?" These are small talks, right? That's
Got it.
small talk. Yeah. All right. So are you good at small talk? Is that something you can do, you're capable of doing? Or do you
Maybe
not
I
like doing
no
it at
no
all?
no I'm not a small talker, because I am so totally introvert person, and I never
Mm-hmm.
done this. Just I can talk with anyone professional. And if you want to
Mm-hmm.
talk to me, then I will. Otherwise, I don't have dare. I don't dare to talk with any stranger. Just only for girls. I can talk with
Mm-hmm.
anyone like boys. I can talk with tutor or any professional things. I can or
Mm-hmm.
unprofessional things. I'm also habitual to talk because I'm also villager, so I know how to talk, how to raise your hand, you know. But I
Mm-hmm.
can't dare talk with any stranger girls. I
Okay.
don't. Yeah, family you can say. Sorry for.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Got it. See, small talk is also actually an important skill in professional setting because sometimes not all your colleagues are going to be your friends. You cannot all talk to them. You cannot talk to all of them on a deeper level or on a personal level. But it's important to build connections, right? It's important to know people. So that's why small talk is important. So that you talk to everyone, so that everybody knows you, And maybe it has a potential of you starting a conversation with someone, and then potentially you might become friends with them, right? So that is small talk. That's a skill to have, especially in professional settings in today's environment. It's very important to have that skill. I'm also not particularly great at it. I don't like small talks a lot. I feel like they're hollow. You know, uh, if you ask how are you and the person doesn't even care to truly listen to your answer, what's the point of it, I think. But it's an important skill to have, right? All
But I
right.
think people they don't have much time to talk like these
Yeah,
situations.
people what?
I said that nowadays people they are very busy in their work.
Hmm. Right.
I think this is a main point. They don't interest or they are not interesting to have a conversation with anyone or chat.
Yeah.
But just I wanna improve my communication skill and just I wanna become perfect so that I can grow my life like you because you have done a lot of things. Maybe you told me earlier I'm also
Hmm.
influencer. You told me like that, like you are a
Yeah.
influencer as well, tutor, and yeah, just I wanna
Right.
be. So just to give me
Right.
advice, a good advice, so that I can become like you.
Hmm. Yeah. Like I said, it's very important to grow our comfortability with the language. And so for that, you need to create the right environment around you. And you see, I often suggest this to my learners that to become a good speaker, it's important to be in charge of our thoughts or our thought patterns. Okay. A lot of times when you are not a clear speaker, or a very, charismatic speaker, there are some people who speak in such a way that you want to listen, right? And for that, it is very important to have thought clarity. When you think in proper structure, then you will speak in proper structure, right? So there are certain ways that we can actually, because our minds are crazy, there are thousands of thoughts every time, but there are some practices that we can follow, and we can actually, help think ourselves in structure. And eventually, that is what will help us become a good speaker. Okay, so I suggest people writing. Writing, I think, is a great way to start thinking in structures. Okay, so you can write anything. What happens is, see, when I speak something, I think it and immediately speak it. There is no gap, right? So maybe I make some mistakes in my sentence. Maybe I'm making some mistake in the structure of my story or what I am saying. But when you write, your brain is forced to think in structures. So, there is a little gap in thinking and writing. So if there is a mistake, you won't commit that mistake immediately. Rather, you will write in structure, and that will get your brain habitual of thinking in structure. And once you start thinking in structure, you will also start speaking in structure, and you will start speaking almost magically. It will be like people want to hear what you're saying. Okay, so you can try that out. You can try writing anything a little every day, or you can try recording yourself also. That is also a great way. You can, when you record yourself or write, what you can do is you can check your thought patterns. You can check how often do you make some mistake, where do you deviate from your story or topic, right? So these things, these practices, I think can help a lot. Okay.
Got it.
All
But I
right.
think
Okay, tell me.
I should do hard work. Sorry, go on, please.
Yeah, of course. We need to do work when it comes to this, but it doesn't have to feel too much like work. It can be anything that you enjoy, right? Just try to enjoy the process, and for that, you need to include things that you enjoy. So, if you watch cricket, maybe watch English commentary in cricket. Even that will help, right?
Yeah, but
You can
you
try
wanted to say,
recording
yeah, you
yourself
wanted to ask me.
talking about cricket. Yeah. Okay, I wanted to ask you that when you start conversations with strangers, what are some small talk topics that you begin with?
Any stranger instead of girls or women. I already told you that I'm not good at talking or with any
Hmm.
girls stranger, but I can talk with any boys. Just I always ask or I will always appreciate their things. Whatever they have. Oh my God, you have a good smile, or you have good physical body. How did you do? And like this. And if someone
Hmm.
have a good like communication, then I always ask them how did you do, and like how did you achieve like this fluency, and you are looking
Hmm.
like so confident. Then people they always try to, if you appreciate something, like if someone, then definitely he will be very happy. Oh my God, he appreciating me. And definitely then you can go deeper, like in deeper, chat, and you can
Right,
hmm.
that's correct. That's a good point. I actually read this in a book somewhere that when you start with a
Oh
genuine
my God.
compliment, people actually,
Yeah,
yeah,
genuine
when
compliment.
you
Yeah,
start
got it.
conversation with a genuine compliment, then people enjoy it and people,
Yeah.
automatically they get a little friendlier because, everybody likes compliments. It
Yeah,
shouldn't sound fake. It has to be genuine. But
yeah,
that's
yeah.
correct.
But like it was complimenting someone, so that time don't laugh. Don't laugh. I don't try to make them feel like, oh my God, what he trying to make me understand. Like tell me, and just try to be serious, be honest. Like honest. Honesty is very necessary to have a conversation with anyone. But I don't know why I
Yeah,
don't
that's correct.
talk with anyone else. I'm very, introvert person. I don't know how to
Hmm.
remove like this confidence.
It's
Maybe
the
you can say just
same.
because of, it is very, I think this is the main reason I don't have any job.
Okay. Why? Because you're introverted. But right now
Maybe,
you said that you're able to do small talk, you said.
yeah, I said I'm able to do, but
Mm-hmm.
its reality is that I don't have any job. I'm real. Now I'm real. I don't have any job. And I was preparing for government job, and I quit my preparation. And then my father, our old family member, they were forcing me to go practice as a lawyer in high court.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I don't like. So then they started scolding me a lot. Then I got, just I got straight, and I got sick again and again. Then, and what can I do? Then I started learning English. I thought,
Right.
okay, let's learn English. Maybe just because I think I can grow my life, and I know it is very powerful tools to grow your life if you have a good communication, or you are good at English language. So definitely not good much. Definitely you can get job to have a good
Yeah.
life. Then you can
But it
learn
depends on
something.
what kind of job you want, right? Like just if you want to have a job around the language, then you can, strive to be like a tutor or something, right? Somebody who teaches the language. That is one thing. But otherwise, you can have different types of jobs. So then you would have to decide, right? Like, would you want a legal job? Or do you want to, get a job as somebody, maybe you can teach legal topics. If you don't want to practice, but you have done that course, then you can teach that, right? So there are many different